Ketasco is, I would say, a school that doesn't believe in luck, but in hard work.
No matter what people do this year, we are going to take it because we are learning, and by God's grace, we do more and more.
Student Association.
Alright, so remember to subscribe to PepsinoTv. I'm still at Ketasco Secondary School, where they are celebrating the Founders Day, that is 72nd Founders Day celebration. And today is the grand debut of great men and women of this great school.
Chairman, it is without a doubt that Ketasco over the past 72 years, it has been in the enviable business of nurturing and producing quality human resource for this nation in diverse ways. Ketasco has become a source of pride, not only to the Anglo State, but the whole of Ghana, as a result of its exploits in the education space over the past 22 years. On this occasion of marking the 72nd anniversary of the school, we commend every individual, groups of people, and institutions who, by their efforts, in one way or the other, have contributed immensely to the success story of Ketasco today.
And today's function, we have the honor to see Honorable Haruna Iddrisu, the new Education Minister. He pledged to support this school, especially when it comes to the issue of degrading Ketasco from grade A to grade B. He actually tasked GES to look into why Ketasco has been degraded from grade A to grade B.
I have also noted an appeal, so I'm asking the Director General and representative of the Director of Education here now acknowledge. But you know, as Minister, my work is cut very simple. I'm responsible for policy. Regulation is the GES and Director General. So I'm conveying to you a petition of Ketasco that they are unhappy about their de-elevation from category A to category B. Exercise fair regulatory investigative function to explain the why of it, the how of it, and how that can fairly be responded within your regulatory limits. And to my honorable colleague, the Member of Parliament, my younger brother, I will convey this to the Director General of Education, Professor Davis, to look into it and take decisions as appropriate. I'm sure you are now waiting for the promise. And the promise, watch my lips well. I'll use some words very carefully, and I'll tell you why. The first wall and bathroom infrastructure will receive government's urgent priority attention. I'm sure if it was in December, I would have said I'll do it tomorrow. But I know the economy Excellency John Dramani Mahama is inheriting. It's a sinkhole economy in distress that needs to be reset and put on track for him to deliver massive infrastructure support to our educational institutions. But in choosing my words, I said urgent priority. So for urgent priority, I mean this year. When I say I have noted then expect it 2026, 2027. So for the dining hall and auditorium is noted. But for the first wall and bathroom infrastructure, it will be done this year. Work will commence this year. To give you a befitting fence wall to protect our young ladies and to give them decency and dignity and in honor to have access to that sanitary facility.
Please, your name?
My name is Eche Doche.
Eche Doche.
Yes, I completed in 2001, and I'm also currently the General Secretary of the Past Students Association of Ketasco.
Okay, so how do you feel after all these years coming back to the same campus, meeting with old friends? How is the feeling?
It's always a nostalgia feeling. Ketasco has given us so many or so much memories. So anytime you are coming back here as an old student, there's so much expectation, there's so much joy, there's so much happiness. You come, you look at the structures, you look at the current students, you interact with them, and you just remember the days that you were here yourself and the things you did and all of that. Interestingly, if you're one of those who was spoiling and destroying things, you will feel some way. And if you're one of those who was a good student and taking care of infrastructure and other things, you feel happy. The interesting part is that not everyone is always a very good student. So you always have some few who do one or two naughty things. You enter the classroom, you will see I was here some on the walls and those things. Now after we've done our CSM,
were you part of those?
I wasn't part anyway. But after we have done our CSM, we now come back as those students, buy buy paint and come and repaint the walls. Okay. Only for the current students, we also do our CSM. So it's like a circle. Okay. But we hope that maybe that circle will stop so that the development of the school can have a proper uplift, so that the cyclical thing that we are doing will not be the case.
Okay, anymore. So how do you feel hearing your grade school now rated grade B?
Well, I wouldn't want to go into the dynamics of that situation because of my position as the General Secretary. But anyone who follows Ketasco as a school, especially our academic performance and at the National Science and Maths quiz level and other things the school has been doing, you agree with me that our category B status is not befitting of the school, and therefore we need to uplift that category. And that is why today both the headmaster and then the Past Student Association National President Dr. Diaba both reiterated that in their comments or in their speech. The school's performance academic wise is upgraded. One of the things that moves school from category B to category A is infrastructure. And some of the schools that are even category A schools do not have the kind of infrastructure Ketasco even has, but they are category A schools. So that's why we've made the call today that the Minister for Education, the Member of Parliament, they should look into it so that this school can have its proper placing. Watch our National Science and Maths contestants, for example. Because of our grade B, category B status, the kind of students we get in the school, their grades are a bit lower. Irrespective of that, we are still able to train them, raise them to compete with schools that are category A schools, and they are getting single aggregate students going to their school. So just imagine that we are category A and we get the same caliber of schools. What would have happened? I think that in a chain of years, we probably could have been winning National Science and Maths back to back.
Most Samuel Alotai was a third-year student. I think them coming around just having us kind of inspiration for us, because we know that they have also been once students of this school, and they going out there, making it and coming back is very fascinating. So me personally, serving as a kind of an inspiration for me to also strive harder and come back here for an occasion like this in future.
All right, so one major concern is degrading Ketasco from grade A to grade B. How do you feel, and what is your expectation going forward?
Okay, Ketasco is, I would say, a school that doesn't believe in luck but in hard work. So for us to be degraded from category A to B, my greatest expectation is us striving harder and getting to the A as we used to.
So your name?
Lumo Vanilla Vira.
All right, so I'm going to ask you the same question. When you look at the function today, you see great men and women, they coming together to organize this great program. And all the people that you see here are past students of this great school. How do you feel seeing them?
I feel very excited seeing the past students here because it's not easy doing a lot of stuff for the school, how they are supporting, and then the headmaster always sets example for us, and they are our role models. So I'm very excited seeing them.
Our honorable
So which year you?
regional minister,
Which year you?
I'm in year 3.
Honorable James Gunu,
So what's your plan after school?
Okay, my plans after school
distinguished ladies
is
and
to
gentlemen,
come and help the school, and then I'm taking their footsteps.
by
They
the
are now my
constitution
role
of the
models,
Ketasco
but they've
Past
done a lot
Students
for the school,
Association,
helping the school in terms of our facilities.
a year group is
They are
eligible
developing
to
the
be
school.
inducted
All right, so finally, let's talk about
into the Mother
National
Association.
Science and Maths Quiz. What is
That
your
a year
expectation this
group
year?
This
qualifies to
year,
be
by
inducted
God's
into
grace, we'll be
office.
taking it. Because
The
our
spirit
teachers are
behind
really
this
doing
is
well,
that
and the students were also learning
by the
to
time you
improve
complete,
on our
and
academics.
by the
So we are
10th
going
year,
to do and take it,
you
no
might
matter
have
the
all
situation.
completed
So
your
look
tertiary
into my camera and talk
education
to
and then
all those
working.
big schools that have been taken
Therefore,
over.
you'll be in a position
Now, what do you have to tell
to
them?
honor
Okay,
all
what I have to tell this
financial
people is that
obligations.
no matter
the
what
association,
people do this year, we are going to
and
take
then
it because
three
we are
other
learning,
diverse
and by
roles
God's grace, we do
in
more
the
and
Past
more.
Student Association.
That's what I have to tell them.
With this
They should
background,
watch out,
They
right?
should watch out for us. We are coming with more hits
I am
this
here
year,
to
and we'll take
induct
the
the
truth.
2015
All right,
year
thanks so
group
much, my dear.
that
I am Joshua
repeat after
Skaiwa.
me.
I'm in Form
The
3.
first one is I, then you
Are you
mention
part
your
of the
name.
science
The
club?
subsequent
No, please,
ones
no.
you
All
repeat
right.
after.
So first of all, let's
So
begin
please, are you
with the
ready?
National Science and Maths Quiz. How do you
I,
feel getting closer to the trophy and then be
a
overtaken by
member
another
of the
school?
2014 year
Okay,
group,
so I feel
2015 year group
Infantipim is holding the trophy for us.
Ketasco.
They are just holding it for us. We'll go for it
do pledge to
when the time
honor
is due. Yeah.
All right, thanks so much. All right,
sense
so
of community.
remember to subscribe to PepsinoTV,
curricular
comment and
endeavors
like the video, share with friends. Until then,
of current